Hello subscribers, welcome to a live stream of Wizardry 6 Remastered. Doing an Iron Man run on Expert through all three in the Trilogy. Okay. So, we have raised all of our characters from the dead. We have no resurrections left. But everyone is active. Just killed some Hellcats. Hey there, Ray. Welcome in. How are you doing tonight? Oh yeah, someone gifted you a sub to the channel. That was probably Symbionts. Symbionts did a huge gift sub dump for me. Like he like 50, 60 people. So yeah, you can thank Symbionts for that. Let's see here. A few hit points to heal here. Yeah, I actually don't have the ability to do that. They don't allow the creators to gift sub to people. Probably because they're not making any money if they do that. Hey, Secondhand and Bo, welcome in. How are you guys doing? Into the dungeons with feeling. Hopefully not feeling of pain. It's going well here, Bo. How are you guys? Okay, this chest. There's two chests I'm leery of opening here. Bottom left. It's a spectral ray. Hold on. No, it's a life stealer. Alright, let's try. No, it was a spectral ray. Duncan's turned to stone. Draconic dude's dead. Zombal's turned to stone. That's a really bad way to start. Because I'm pretty sure I only have one Cure Stone potion. And I know I have no resurrection. So really bad. Okay, nobody can take this. Cure Stone. I'm gonna have to do the fighter. Okay. Ring of Protection. It's not gonna help us that much. Glad you're doing good, Bo. Just troubleshooting some network stuff. Cool. Ray says, great start. All RPGs should have a gimmick. Keeps the heart pumping. Heavy heals. Let's see here. Nobody is selling resurrection potions either. That's the biggest problem. Book of Directions. Wand of Static. 3 darts. Dart of Hornets. Those are actually really strong, but doesn't help us. Book of Rapture. Priest, Ranger, Alchemist, Psionic, Valkyrie, Bishop, Lord, Monk. I'm gonna give this to the monk. Oh, he's dead. Never mind. Give it to the priest. Okay. You started playing Zelda, Ray? Link to the Past, emulate on your phone since you don't have a laptop in the hospital. It's a good game. Crappy controls on the phone. Yeah, I could imagine. Zelda, Link to the Past. Is that the one? Is that the second Zelda? I can't remember. The side-scrolling one? Or is that... Maybe I'm thinking of the third one. It is the second one? For the SNES? Okay. Okay, gotcha. That's the bird's eye view one, right? That one's pretty cool. Okay, somehow I need to get the monk resurrected and another cure stone. I think we're broke. Oh, we do have 3,700. We might be able to get cure stone. Hang on. I think Queequeg may be selling that. Same view as first. Yeah. I know which one you're talking about. That's cool. Can we afford Cure Stone? You don't have Cure Stone. Let's go see if Almonte's has it. I think he only has Cure Disease. I don't think he has a Cure Stone. He doesn't even have Cure Disease anymore. Okay. I do want to buy this. He's dead. So this needs to go... put on the fire for now, I guess. Piety. And move this back here. Okay. So yeah, we need a Cure Stone somewhere and a Resurrection Potion somewhere. I have no way to buy it. Hey, Mr. Spock, welcome in. How are you doing? Happy Thursday. card's blinded. I'm trying to get rid of that. There we go. We won't have magic screen anymore because the alchemist is dead. How much experience does the priest need? 115,000. Yikes. Because at the next level up, I think we can probably get resurrection. Maybe. Okay, we're going back to the mines. It could be Saturday races. Not too bad, though. Yeah, that's right. Okay. Let's go talk to the giant snake. Now, make sure we have some... There it is, roasted corn. $120 I've been locked up in here. Part 7. This is the run, Mr. Spock says. We're in rough shape right now, but yeah, I mean, it's possible. Okay. We got our piety increase. Okay, do I want to go this way? Not really. Okay, that's up. Here's Smitty. Let's see if he has any. I don't think he's going to have any potions. I'm already in the area I wanted to be, Ray, on vacation. So yeah, we're just checking out the local area. Mrs. Fox says, my darn optimism. Only 2 more long games to go after this one. Well, this was the hardest one. If we get through this, 7 and 8 will be a piece of cake. Hey, Mark, welcome in. How are you doing? As annoying as the sleeping music is weirdly a comfort to hear. True. Let's see here. This we want to keep. He's just going to have armor and stuff here. No potions. Yeah. That doesn't help us. Still get rid of some of this. That I want to keep. Oh, I have the resurrection scroll. That's right. Well, I can at least bring back Draconic Dude. There's at least one more charge, maybe two more in this. So now we just have a petrified Zomble. You can't probably see it. It's probably hard to see, but you look, there's a little gray face right here. This right here. That's how we know he's petrified. I think I'm going to do a bunch of fights here, because they'll probably be dwarves. It's going to take a while, but we're going to have to grind the priest up to the next level. Bo says, I want a petrified Zomble. Or is that zombie? Makes a good hood ornament right next to St. Francis, Mark says. Yeah, petrified Zomble. Yeah, that's going to take a while, but it's easier to do some grinding in this area with 5 characters. There's a fountain, but there's super dangerous monsters there. I don't want to grind there with 5 characters. Bo says, you have a petrified Zomble. I want one too. Yeah. Just a little miniature statue of Zomble. Okay, works. Paralyze them. 5 characters, what do you mean? We have a character that's petrified. So we only have 5 active characters. Trying to take on psionic worms with 5 characters is suicide. So I'm going to do my grinding here. We got to get Cure Stone so we can get Zomble back. Says, let's have you hide. Fireball. Still want to keep working on ninjutsu. Yeah, the one that died we brought back already. We used our resurrection scroll, so now we're just down 1 instead of down 2. We were with just 4 characters. That was a good amount of experience. Okay, we need 109,000. So we only need about 15 more fights like that. Only. Ooh, yeah, this is rough. Those acid slimes in the back are gonna breathe on us. And the priest has no good attack spells on them. Air is not gonna cut it. So let's do Superman on Duncan. You're gonna hide. You're gonna try to paralyze them all. Okay. Now we can reach the acid slimes. Those are the bad ones because they breathe. The poison slimes we can just kill with an attack here or there. I think I will fireball them. Let's do power 5. This should be good experience. 2900. Okay, mage leveled up. 3 whole hit points. Hey Zombo, welcome in. How are you doing? More Iron Man Wizardry, that's right. $95 Thaumaturgy. Look at that. Got some great choices. I'm gonna get Firestorm. I would normally get Asphyxiation, but some of these things we're fighting here are very air resistant. So I don't really want to go for that right now. Rotting Corpses. Dispel Undead Time. Which we didn't need to do because Firestorm killed him. The mage went first. Five minor dwarves. Okay. $103,000 we need on the priest. Poor Zombo, missing out on all the experience. Roasted corn. Wang. Yeah. Backliners nuke the things if they get them off in time, but boy, in Wizardry 6, there's no guarantee of that. Okay, these. Yeah, let's kill these with spells. Blind them. Yeah, you gotta have the frontliners. The meat shields. Zombo says, like the close elevator door buttons, 90% of them don't actually do anything. They're just put in as a placebo. The writers. Yeah, exactly. Let's see here. 95,000. Slowly but surely. Getting good ninjutsu training with these. Hey, Japorn, welcome in. How are you doing? Broadsword. Drop. We have a petrified Zombo character, for those wondering what I'm doing. So I'm trying to get my priest leveled up so I can get the Cure Stone spell. Because I cannot find a potion for sale anywhere. Kill these. Actually, we're going to have you blind the hill giants. If you still have one more charge in here, okay. In mage, you're going to firestorm them. You're doing well? Everyone's kind of alive, that's right. Glad you're doing well. Zomble's the only one in trouble. We had a character die earlier. Draconic dude. But we had to use a charge of our resurrect scroll. We either used it up all the way or there's one charge left. $6,000 scroll. Nice. Direction. Well, I guess we can still train with it, believe it or not. You have to use it in combat, though, to train with it. Well, I'm glad Jimmy's awake, so he can dispel. It's like popping popcorn. Pop, pop, pop. Okay, priest needs 84,000 experience. It's a lot of work. I'm gonna paralyze these. Okay. Work goes insane. Almost 10,000 experience. Level 9 monk. We will get a higher level spell. Let's see. Ooh, illusion. That's what we're getting. Okay. Priest needs 75,000. Let's get some scroll training here. We'll use direction. It's useless, but it'll train. You can get some more oratory. Same with you. Sword, rapier, drop. Hammer, drop. Yikes. Paralyze them all. Cold works pretty good on these for the paralyze effect. Okay. Now we'll go for these. Nice, we can do power 4. Okay, let's do power 3. Play it safe. Potion. Acid bomb. Nice. $69,000. More training. Direction. Whirlwind. Hide. Fireball. Races, am I right saying the first game that had slimes in it was King's Quest? Are you talking about the first computer game? I'm not sure, Ray. I mean, Wizardry 1 was before King's Quest. And they had slimes. I don't know if Alphabet or Ultima had it. Let's see. Yeah, I'm not sure about the first Ultima. But for sure, Wizardry was older. Oh, you meant Dragon Quest? Yeah, no, Wizardry's older than Dragon Quest. And I don't know if there was something before that or not. Ah, flail. Really? You're full. Okay. That sucks. So I'm gonna have to move away and drop some stuff just to try to pick that up. I was holding on to that. Let me sell some stuff. Tabletop RPG, that's what TTRP means. Yeah, but Ray's talking about video games, not tabletop. Let's see here. Sell these. Get rid of these. Yeah, it's not worth much. Get rid of it. Okay. Silken gloves, they're cursed. Okay. I need to see if Draconic Dude can do the petrify yet. All that I want to keep. Not advanced enough yet. Okay. Ah! It's Jasmine. Do you happen to have Cure Stone? No. But any of the books. Book of Planking. I do kind of want that. Book of Healing. Let's get the Book of Healing and Book of Phantoms. I don't think you had that. Oh, you did have it. That's okay. It'll give us a few more spell points. And Book of Healing. Okay. Now we can start picking up this stuff. Ooh, it's a Ziska star. I'm glad I picked it up. I might switch the priest. What are you using? Haunt stick? Yeah. Or I could have the monk switch. I'm gonna have the monk switch, because he can dual wield. Let's do this and this. Hey, Rushinaka, welcome in. How are you doing? Alright, let's get rid of some of this. Okay, 3,000 gold. Anything armor-wise I can get here. Spiked shield. I've gotten a pretty good amount of critical hits with that. Actually, I could get an armor class boost on Jimmy with that. He already has it, but he'd be able to attack with it. I don't think I care. I think I'd rather have the resistances. Yeah. Okay. Nothing for us. Because your evasion armor class is 3. You get it down to -2, I think, with the heater shield. That would benefit his legs and his head. but the rest it wouldn't really benefit. Well, it wouldn't benefit as much, because technically some enemies have greater chance to penetrate. She's back. She's gonna have the same books. Yeah. It's cold, Rushnaka, and likely to get colder, hovering at 0 to -2 centigrade right now. Yuck. That's why I went on vacation, me and my wife, to get away from the cold. Let's see here. Fight. Fight. Hide. Freeze all. Ray says it's even warmer here in Iceland. Your vacation been what you wanted so far, Rishnagas? Yeah, for the most part. Even here where I expected it to be warm, like it's warmer than where I came from, but it's still not as warm as I'd like it. But it's definitely nice. Okay, let's see. Jimmy needs 60,000. Miss Spock says, come visit me, Rishanaka. It's supposed to hit -31 centigrade tomorrow. Hide. Fight. Hide. Mr. Spock says, hopefully I won't stick to the ground when I go out tomorrow. Yeah, I hope not. That would not be good. Just don't put your tongue on a flagpole. Like in the movie Christmas Story. Rishnaka says, I did -60 centigrade for a day and a half. Not sure I can justify that experience again. Wow. Really need to get a higher damage weapon here on the fighter. Throwing their hammers. You know, I have some roasted corn elsewhere. Let's see if we can find it. There it is. Must be offhand. Yes, okay. Punk can use it. Let's go ahead and do that. Your uncle did minus 61 centigrade for almost 2 days, Ray says. No, just joking. I hope you get the joke. It's funny in Iceland. Is that like people always outdoing each other? Like, that's nothing. So-and-so did this. And it's always one better. Everybody's asleep. Yeah, that's funny. That's a thing in the United States in some areas, too. Rushnaka says, I'm more comfortable in the cold than the heat, at least. But anything past minus 20 centigrade is just bloody cold, lol. Let's see here. Fight. Can whirlwind these. Mr. Spock says humans weren't really meant to exist in temperatures that cold, I think. I imagine even the bears have trouble, lol. Yeah, that's why we have intelligence. It's what's kept us alive forever. Okay, this one. Ice ball. Ray says, I live in the wrong place because I feel much better physically and mentally in the heat. So I'm moving back to Spain. Yeah, I'm with you, Ray. I do not like cold. I would much rather be in heat. Everybody's definitely different genetically for what environment they're based in. Got a lot of roasted corn. That's going to come in handy later when we're completely out of resources and we need stamina and hit points back. Wonder. Mage can use this. I'm tempted to do it. And we haven't developed hibernation yet, Mr. Spock said. Yeah. Race is not very intelligent to start a civilization in the far north, though. And Miss Fox says, I prefer mild temperatures, but I hate sweating, so I'll take cold over hot. Let's see here. These guys with their butterfly axes. It's getting us that much closer, though, to level up. We need some spell points back. Ray says everything is better in the heat. The beer tastes better, the women are more beautiful, and it feels good to sit at the computer in a cool evening playing some classic games with the fan on. Let's see here, Jimmy. 49,000. Yeah, we're getting there. We're closer to level up than not at this point. A little more training here. Penetrate their armor. This is why I usually thrust against these. Mr. Spock says in the summertime, my old, poorly ventilated computer would freeze up in the summer heat. Yeah, that's not good. Now you have a nice intake, outtake, knock to a fan setup. Mark says, I spent virtually my entire life in cold libraries, computer labs, server rooms, and corporate offices. My body doesn't do heat anymore. Anything over 72 is too much. Battle axe. Another Zizka star. Okay. We're going to equip that on the fighter. Let's move this to the bard. You can put this in your secondary hand. Okay. Dag nabbit, can't you see I'm busy? Okay. Alright, that we're keeping. And all that we're keeping. Miss Fox says, guy must have taken a wrong turn at Albuquerque. Bug Bunny reference. Let's see. $45,000. Come on, Jimmy. We're getting there. We'll use our Hypnotize to train. Yeah, 40 degrees Fahrenheit is fairly close to 0 Celsius. It's not quite there. 32 degrees Fahrenheit is 0 Celsius, I believe. It's getting close. Spock says, since I know there are many international friends here, I usually just convert to centigrade right away. Funny enough, when you start getting near 30 below C and F start to match up. We have a lot of roasted corn here for later. Okay, the bard's overloaded. I'll move this out of the way. It just makes more sense to say 0 since water freezes at 0. Why would it freeze at 32? Well, yeah, it's weird. And the funny thing is, like, that all depends on the pressure. At normal atmospheric pressure, that's true, but if you start applying more pressure to things, then all of a sudden it doesn't freeze at 0. We've done a lot of goofy scale set in the past because we didn't know any better, you know? Like absolute 0 makes the most sense. From that perspective, you know, Kelvin makes the most sense in my mind because that's the absolute minimum temperature and you can't go below that, so that makes sense to start at 0 there in my opinion. But everybody's got a different perspective. See, let's say view hide. We're gonna build a stand on the side of the road and sell all of our roasted corn. Can open up a stand. Let's see here. Where's it? The priest? There it is. Let's get some artifact training on the fighter too. Grace says, haha, I imagine the most annoying person at the party using Kelvin when talking about temperature. It just seems smarter, better. Yeah. It makes way more sense to me. 0 means 0, so you have no heat. Start at 0 instead of doing negatives. Let's see, whirlwind. Fireball. Second hand says gnome-like behavior. No, gnome behavior is completely illogical. It's the opposite of that. Gnomes will do the goofiest stuff that makes no sense. Like, they try to make things super convoluted. It's the opposite. You should read some of the Tinker gnome stuff in the Dragonlance Adventures guide when I was implementing the Tinker gnomes. Yeah, they do absolute nonsense. And the machines are usually 20 times larger than they need to be. Like, everything they do is completely impractical. It's kind of like, you know, the Grinch That Stole Christmas? Have you ever seen the cartoon? And the goofy machines they have that are just gigantic? Those are gnomes right there. Mark says, I'm fairly certain Dragonlance gnomes had civil wars over standards and measurement. Yeah. The elves would probably be the most logical. And the gnomes are the most illogical. But that's what kind of makes them funny to play. Halflings are super illogical too. But halflings are more driven by compulsions than obsessions. Acid slimes. Hide. Hey Jimmy, welcome in. How are you doing? It says Kender are beings if of pure logic. Miss Fox says, hey, this sounds like gnome bashing. I will not allow it. No, I like gnomes. I like their absurdity. They have some really good magic resistant spell saving throws and other attack and defense benefits. In first edition, I'm always talking first edition. If you ever hear me talking D&D, it's first edition. Yeah, I was arguing on Discord trying to tell people how good gnomes were. Nobody likes them. The funny thing is, like, almost everyone likes dwarves to the point where they're kind of like hipsters. They think they're cool liking the dwarves. It's like, no, you're like everybody else. So dwarf lovers are hipsters. The gnome lovers are the cool guys. They're the ones that are the exceptional ones. Mr. Spock says, I find gnomes to be fun. Probably because I am. Hey, we got a helmet. Let's see what it is. Steel helm. No, gotta sell that. Jimmy says those who deny the amazingness of Kender will be robbed. Mark says Kender logic can out-lawyer any property lawyer trying to explain property rights to non-Kender. Yeah, they're definitely compulsive thieves. They just pick up anything that's just sitting there, whether it belongs to them or not. Second hand says, I am exceptionally far hipster. Okay, let's see. 35,000. Gosh, almost there. Zomble has missed out on like 100,000 experience. That's assuming we can even get Cure Stone at the next level up, because there's a chance we won't be able to. It's definitely a chance. Mark says, I'm convinced Kender are just curiosity elementals in skin suits. Mr. Spock says, buddy comedian of a Kender and a gnome, I'm on board. It would annoy most everyone. Yeah, those two are big. They would annoy each other, though. Because the Kender would just be trying to pick up everything in sight, not listening to the gnome at all, and the gnome would be going, wait a minute, I gotta tell you about this. Wait, come back. It would probably result in the gnome just constantly chasing the Kender, and he's just running around in circles trying to get away from the gnome. Pick up the next item. Ooh, Duncan got paralyzed. Cold slimes. I don't know if I have cure process on the priest. Let me look. No. I guess we'll magic missile him. The origin story Darkness and Light follows Sturm and Katiara with a gnomish trip in the Red Moon via balloon ship. It was a fun read from what you remember, Mark. Jungle Vines, this is kind of rare. Rare here, I mean. Who let those in the door? Really? Okay, Duncan's no longer paralyzed. Good. That's a lot of whiffs. It's 5 evasion. Okay, we're switching this. May go back to the Hayabo and the monk. Ah, it's Wheeler. Okay, let's hope he has a Cure Stone potion. Cure Poison. No, he doesn't. Hmm. I think I am gonna buy these Cure Poison potions. Book of Traps, Book of Healing, Book of Energy, Splash. So that's Acid Splash, but only the Alchemist can do that, but he's not gonna be able to buy it because he's stoned right now. So yeah, no good. Sell some of this stuff. See how Draconic Dude does dual wielding these, and if not any good, then we'll switch back to Hayabo. Critical with the Haunt Stick. Level 10 fighter. Okay. Alright, let's see how close we are. 26,000, okay. We gotta get the priest leveled up so we can unpetrify Zombel. That's what we're working on. We're getting pretty close. Yeah, I think he's gonna do better damage with his higher bow. Get it back to him. Fighter can't use either of these. Fine throwing knives. We will sell. Strange fellows. Let's check on our ninjutsu on the monk and bard too. See how close we're getting. $47. Man, this is going up slow. Monk's at 53. 0 armor class right now. That's nice. Dehydrate. That's a good one. Let's see. Back to move this over here. Okay. White dirt, that's worth some money. Mr. Spock says, oh man, the hipsters got a name upgrade. Yeah, they did. 21,000. That's all we need on the priest. Strange fellows. So the next time you meet a hipster, make sure to tell them they're a strange fellow. Hey, Liverbest, welcome in. How are you doing? Says AKA sketchy dudes. Ray says, I'm not saying that to the next little person I see, if that's what you meant. Here in the United States, we have this term, it's called hipster, which just refers to basically people that, I think my understanding is it's people that want to be different than mainstream. And a lot of times they're more into older retro stuff. But the ironic thing is there's so many of them that they end up kind of becoming mainstream in a meme themselves. That's the concept behind it, at least. It has nothing to do with being short. They were talking about the taller guys. Mr. Spock was talking about the taller guys with the brown hair in the game that are wearing blue. Those are who we're calling the hipsters. Not these dwarves here. Okay. Schmitty. Yeah, no, not the dwarves. Yeah. Like 60s hippies, but the modern version, Mr. Spock said. Yeah. There's a lot of funny terms that we have in the United States. Yeah, good. Yeah, and the other thing is sometimes when I say something, it doesn't match up with what's going on in the game because it was referring to something that happened a few minutes ago. I knew what Mr. Spock was talking about because I'm the one who mentioned them stream, like, I don't know, a month ago about those guys looking like hipsters. Let's see, Firestorm. These are major dwarves. Ground control the major dwarves. Yeah, we brought it up before, yeah. Okay, how close are we now? 17,000, gosh. It's a whole stream of grinding just to get the level up, just to get the alchemist back. Ray says, well, I thought it was funny to be misunderstood, to go up to the next little person I see and say, you're a strange fellow, but that would be nice. Yeah, yeah. That would definitely be insulting. Mr. Spock says, I'm pretty sure I've been called a strange fellow. I take it as a compliment. Yeah, the funny thing is, when I was growing up in the 80s, I was a kid in the 80s, everybody did not want to be different. That was like a bad thing back then in that culture. Like if you were different, kids would make fun of you. And I think that's shifted, at least here in some of the United States, where you actually want to be more unique. And I have no idea when that happened, but it was a culture shift. And when I was growing up, geeks, nerdy kids were called geeks and stuff, and it was looked down upon. And the athletes were the ones that everybody looked up to. And I think that's kind of shifted too. Mark says conforming to the front runners was a state of being in the 80s. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Everybody wanted to be popular. I didn't care. I've never cared about popularity, but most people did. Most kids did. "15 wands. Let's see what they are. Acid sticks. Nice. Mark says, wintertime you were shunned if you didn't have a ski jacket with at least one ski lift tag permanently on the zipper. That's funny. Ray says, me growing up in the 90s, it was not cool to be different as well. And nerds were absolutely not cool like they are today. But wow, young people were mean back in the day and sometimes dangerous. Yeah, it sounds similar then, Ray. That's kind of how it was here in the 80s. Okay, now these can do some damage. So I want to kill these very quickly. They can breathe cold. And we got icicle sticks. We got a wide variety here. Pick your poison. Let's see, we can move this somewhere. Do this. Wow, 3 magic missile scrolls? I need to start using those on the fighter. One of these here. 10,000 experience. We're almost there. Almost to level up, and hopefully the Cure Stone spell. Ooh, okay. Let's fireball these. Nice. Yeah, when we were kids, a lot of the bullying was physical and not as emotional. And I mean, it was emotional too, but they would also be physical. Kids would get beat up. Three rotting corpses. Perfect for Dispel Undead. Hey, Car, welcome in. How are you doing? Okay, I think this warrants whirlwind. Mr. Spock having flashbacks. PTSD. Okay, 6,300 experience. We're almost there. And then we'll be done streaming tonight once we get our level up. Fingers crossed we'll get Cure Stone. I didn't really want to have to put my spell slot into Cure Stone, but our hand was kind of forced. Probably acid again. Just in case it's fireball. Oh boy, okay. Freeze all, let's paralyze these guys. I got some of them, not all of them. Okay. Almost there. Not quite enough with that fight. Probably one more fight here. Hey, Sever, welcome in. How are you doing? Thanks so much for just gifting us tier 1 sub to Mr. Spock. Let me give you a shout out. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. Sever streams a lot of Baldur's Gate 3 recently. And Final Fantasy he streamed a ways back. Welcome in. Thanks again, Severed. I really appreciate that. This should be enough experience if I kill these for our level up. Let's see, moment of truth. There we go. Oh, good. We got 11 points in academia, which means we'll probably get Cure Stone. Oh, we didn't get it. Oh, it wasn't high enough. I thought it was going to be high enough. We're just barely off. Cure disease. Probably should get Purifier. Heal All would be good too, though. I think Purifier would be more likely to save me if I'm in a big party wipe moment. He needs 280,000 for the next level up. I was trying to get Cure Stone because Zomble's petrified. You see this little stone face here? He got petrified from a trap on the chest. And my only hope was for the priest to get it at level up time, which he didn't. Because I can't find anyone selling Cure Stone potions. So I spent all stream grinding, hoping that would be enough, but it wasn't. Okay, well, we'll have to continue that the next time. And that may take two streams, maybe even more than that. So that's not good, but that's all we can do. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.